I'm Yael Tamar, co-founder and co-CEO of SolidBlock. Early on in my career, I realized that investing in real estate is extremely limited. You have to invest large sums of money. You don't have access to fantastic assets, and your money is stuck for 5 to 7 years in one project. SolidBlock was founded to help increase access to real estate assets as well as liquidity through our blockchain-based data-driven platform that facilitates issuance of digital securities that can be bought and sold by investors at any time. So when you invest in a project, you actually have an avenue to exit early by trading your investments. Okay, go-to-market strategy for SolidBlock is partnership with various ecosystem partners, right? We are the marketplace platform, so we bring both investors and assets, and we connect between the two, right? So SolidBlock platform was built to transform these highly illiquid assets into tradable securities. So in the marketplace, we need partnerships with real estate sponsors, right, that have a track record and experience of building products that can generate cash for investors, right? So we have a lot of partnerships with real estate sponsors on the one end. On the other end, on the investor end, we have partnerships with distributors, brokers, different crowdfunding platforms, investment platforms, investor networks that are bringing investors to our projects. Our business strategy is focused around creating liquidity. Our biggest value for investors, a value proposition for investors, is come and invest, come be privy to amazing real estate projects that only institutions up until now had access to, and invest small sums of money, $5,000 to $10,000, and then that even can be sold at any time on the SolidBlock platform or on participating exchanges, right? So that's our value. So the strategy for us right now is to educate the market, to educate investors, and also educate institutions and real estate sponsors about the value of liquidity. Thankfully, they all have the need and the thirst for liquidity, and we get a lot of leads and contacts in the market that reach out to us to facilitate the offering. So we have a big pipeline right now, several $1 billion of triple net commercial assets and multifamily residential in top areas by top sponsors. So thankfully, we have a very good track record and a very good pipeline. We are a seed stage company. We finished our flagship project, the Aspen coin, the issues of the Aspen coin for the St. Regis Aspen Ski Resort in late 2018. We worked with the issuer, the elevated returns. We provided the technology for this issuance, the smart contract, which is the blockchain program that or blockchain code that connects between the investor and the asset, essentially allowing to trade in a disintermediated manner, right? So if I wanted to sell my holdings to someone else, I can do that wallet to wallet. Of course, there's some security measures that SolidBlock created as well to allow for compliant transfer, but that's basically what our platform allows to do. We developed our marketplace, we developed an onboarding system, we integrated this compliance solution that does know your customer, anti-money laundering and accreditation checks, and we connected with several exchanges. So we actually have two new projects forthcoming this month. As I mentioned, we have a host of partnerships that allow us to get access to both real estate sponsors and investors. So we've raised $900,000 so far from a VC fund and a few angel investors. We're raising $2.8 million in total for the seed round. We have a term sheet for $1 million. So we have just a few $100,000 to raise, and we're planning to finish the raise in the next 30 to 60 days. The landscape, the competitor landscape is super interesting. We have huge companies that are providing tokenization services and just the software components. They've had investment by major investment banks, right? Institutions. That's when you know that the industry is going to be successful. That's when you see those investments, right? Those are Polymath, Securitize, Vertalo, those types of companies. Our playground is a little different. It's a real estate focused blockchain solution. In our in our space, there's Red Swan, Realty, Uprets. So those kinds are our competitors. They're in a similar stage with us, having one or two projects out. Our differentiation is the fact that we are a marketplace, and we are focused on connecting these projects to the secondary market, to making sure that there is liquidity, and obviously our focus on finance and all the solutions that will come out of the of the digital security space. And our exit strategy is, we looked at the industry. There are a lot of acquisitions. Even now, one of our competitors, Harbor, was acquired by a payment solution, and we are looking at potential acquisition 5-6 years down the road.